Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? You know who it is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you guys with another NBA slate video, guys. We got a six-gamer on tap. I believe it's 6 games, but guess what, guys? Hold on to your hats. First takedown of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yes. I'm talking big takedowns. If you played my lineup in a $5 contest, you won over $1,000. It's that simple, guys. I mean, first one of the year. So when I say first one of the year, I mean it because I try and get at least one a month. And I'm not talking about these 100-man contests. I'm talking about the big GPPs, guys. So that members only podcast today was fire. Shout out to LT, shout out for Space, man. When us three put our minds together, you can't lose. But they won too, but I'm gonna have to say that I took down. So, it's just a little friendly contest. Space and I, we're always trying to see who can get the more takedowns. So, but I know Space is next, and he already damn near took down in the preseason. So, shout out to the club, man. It was nice to see you guys win thousands of dollars. You guys, that was awesome, guys. And the Christmas specials are still up. If you want to get in on these takedowns, what the hell are you waiting for? DFSclub.com. Pull it up right here for you, where you get every single sport. And the Christmas and New Year deals are still up. You have 2 more days. You get every single sport, guys. And if you love takedowns, wait till NHL comes. Just plug in and play my lineups. You'll be good, guys. Preston's in there. I mean, my goodness. NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, MMA, WNBA, college sports, guys, EuroLeague basketball. Click join now. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, and then pick your plans, guys. We're the cheapest in the industry, and these year plans and 6 month plans have never been this cheap since day one. The monthly plans, $10 a month, is what we originally started at about a year and a half ago. So come check us out, guys. DFSclub.com. I have lots of happy members in there tonight. So I'm just happy for them. I'm just glad that as a provider, you don't know how much pressure is on you to win, right? Because that's what they're paying you for. They're paying you money to win. And when you're not winning, it's not good. So I'm just happy to do that for the club. And hopefully these videos also help you guys win money outside of the DFS club. Um, that's the whole point of these videos, guys, to help you guys out. I know not everybody can even afford $10 a month to join my club. So hopefully the videos at least help. And I know they're shot the night before, but it really didn't change, right? There's really no value that opened up. What did it for me was the 1% ownership on Joel Embiid. So if you're going to take down GPPs, you have to really get those studs that are going to be low owned. I didn't know he's going to be only 1% though. So I had a line with Embiid, Julius Randle, instead of Gordon Dragic, you guys. Today's freaking nightmare, Gordon Dragic, that played 10 minutes. I went Tyler Hero. So just to be different. And it just paid off beautifully. So cashing in GBPs is I don't say it's want to say it's easy, but it kind of is. Like I always tell you guys, and I tell my members, I'm always going for the takedown. And when it happens, your that bankroll amount from that takedown should hold you over for the full year if you spend it correctly. All right. So I aim for one a month, guys. DFSclub.com. And let's try and get 1, 2 through these videos, guys. I love hearing back from you guys. I read all your comments. I got to go like them, comment back on them. Today's just been a hectic day. So, um, yeah, but I will get back to all you guys. I appreciate all the comments. If you're new, hit that subscribe button because I do NFL videos. And we still got NFL. We got NHL coming up. Tons of content, free content, guys. Hit that subscribe button. That do me a solid one. Thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description below. I'm one and only Skywalker DFS. You look it up on Twitter, freaking anywhere. I'm the one and only. And leave a comment. Let me know how you guys did tonight. I know I had lines with Gordon Dragic, but one thing Space told me yesterday, and I followed it today, is don't put one player if you're going to play 3 lineups, which I only do. I only play 3. Okay. Try not to play every single player in every single lineup, right? So the other night I had John Morant, played him in all my lineups, and we all know how that turned out. So, yeah, guys, just a little advice. So Again, low ownership studs that you know are going to be low, especially right now with these slates because there's so many studs out there. Try and pick the lowest owned one with the highest upside, right? You know Embiid's going to crush it, but 1%, that's really what hammered it home. So yeah, guys, come join the family, dfsclub.com. So let's get into it. Let's bring up Draft Dashboard, guys. You know this Draft Dashboard, my sponsor. If you want to try this out, it's only $1 for 30 days, guys. That's it. $1, 10 dimes, 20 nickels, 100 pennies. Click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have Draft Dashboard, guys. You get access to all my player pools for NFL, NBA, and NHL, and MLB when it comes. You get access to all my saved lineups, guys. All my player pools. Like I said, the lineup optimizer, which is everybody's favorite. Player trends, sleepers and studs, the position optimizer, which breaks down every single player, slate by slate, and then the NBA cheat sheet, because if you can't win, cheat. It's got the best studs, best mid-tier, best value, guys. This is Draft Dashboard. All right, so let's look over injuries real quick. Derek White is showing to be out, but he is questionable last time I looked, but according to Draft Dashboard, he's out 3 hours ago, but I'm going to assume he's still questionable. And I'm sorry, you guys that play Gordon Dragic today. That is so freaking tilting. Josh Richardson's questionable. That might open up some values. As of tonight, there's really not much value. Jimmy Butler's questionable. We don't know if he's going to play. John Morant's going to be out for a while. So there's going to be lots of guys that are going to pick it up for Memphis. So we'll get into that. All right. Kawhi was out, but we don't know if he's going to play. That's more of today's updates. So let's get into it. We'll go to the position optimizer. Grab your pens, grab your pencils, take some notes, and let's go. Yeah, so we're looking at a 6-gamer. Up at the top, Luka Doncic, 10.7K on DraftKings, $700 more on FanDuel. Now you're gonna have to make a decision. On this slate, you probably have to choose between Luka or Giannis, right? They're priced about the same. So, like I said with those takedowns, guys, go with the one that's lower owned in GPPs. The one that are higher owned, go cash gains. But Luka's a fine play. Looking for that 70-point game, though, right? Hasn't hit it this year. He hasn't even hit 50. So, it's coming. It's coming. Last time he played Charlotte, he had 76 fantasy points, guys. So, Luka Duka at 10-7. Get him in there. Let's see. LeBron, if he plays, is under 10K. So, just saying, if he plays under 10K, worth a look. I don't know the last time I've seen him that cheap against San Antonio because it's a great matchup. 62, 62, 61, all 60s against San Antonio. He loves playing San Antonio. So for 9.8, that's really cheap for LeBron. Those of you that have been playing DFS for a while already know. And you know who this is. If you're new, this is Schroeder Skywalker from the DFS Club. He came to say hi to everybody. During MLB season, he does Schroeder's picks, and Schroeder does our home run calls. So what's up, Schroeder? So yeah, guys, he's part of the package too. So all right, let's get you comfortable. Are you comfortable? All right, he's gonna help us out. But yeah, LeBron James, guys, at 9.8, just because he's under 10K, you can get him in there. Trae Young, 9.6. Just out of respect, I'll mention him. I don't think I'll get to him, especially at this price. $200 more on FanDuel. 41, 53, 56. I mean, you want to be a little different, but Brooklyn's pretty tough on guards, but Trae Young's kind of matchup proof. 48, 67, 61, 57 in the past. But that was without Kyrie, so Kyrie's in this game. I don't know, guys. Speak of the devil, Kyrie's 8-9. I'd probably rather get here. The upside, it depends on who you ask. Who has a higher upside, Kyrie or Trae Young, right? He had a game of rest, so he's good to go. He's under 9K. Again, I'm liking a lot of exposure to this game. You might have to pick between him and KD. Just saying for as of now, because we don't have any real value. So, but Kyrie's definitely a play at 8.9K, $500 more on FanDuel. Get him in there. And instead of Dame dollars, guys, look at CJ McCollum. He's only 7.9. Last 2 games, 50, 66, guys. That's with Dame in the lineup. So CJ McCollum will always go low owned without when Damian Lillard's in. I might have some exposure here. He's only 7'9". If he's going to continue to get 50s and 60s, I mean, why not? It is a tough matchup, though, against the Clippers. They do play great defense against guards, though. But just throwing it out there, if you want to take some shots, he's $500 more on FanDuel. Next up, the Charlotte guys. Terry Rozier, Devontae Graham going up against Dallas. I think it should be a competitive game. So these guys are definitely in play. Terry Rozier Chocolates is 6'8". 30 burgers, and then before that, he had that 58. Y'all remember that game? I was high on him that game. The matchup's tough. Dallas plays good defense, but don't count these guys out. Devontae Graham, 6'6", $200 difference between the two of them. Could you play both? Absolutely, you could. Devontae Graham was, same thing, 30s, right? 33, 37, 30. Last time against Dallas, though, look at this. He loves playing Dallas, 51 and 54 in his last two. So Devontae Graham, for the matchup, I'd probably take him over Rozier Chocolates, and you'll probably get Graham at single-digit ownership. Let's see. So if LeBron James is out, Dennis Schroeder is in play for me. Schroeder, right? That's his favorite player next to Cat. Schroeder can't decide who his favorite player is. He loves Cat, and he loves Dennis Schroeder. So he'll figure it out one day, right? That's right. All right. So, yeah, if LeBron's out, you can roll him out with confidence at 6'2". If LeBron's in, not for 6'2", guys. He'll probably get you mid-20s fantasy points. Next up, DeJounte Murray at 6'1". It's kind of cheap, right? That's first thing I thought when I saw that. Even if Derek White plays, I don't think it really affects DeJounte Murray, guys. Been starting all year. And against the Lakers, he does have a 44 against them. So just throwing it out there. DeJounte Murray, his ownership's always, pretty up there, though. But at 6'1", get him in there. And today's favorite villain, today's Sith Lord, Gordon Dragic, guys, at 5'5". I'm going to be one of those assholes that goes back to him after putting up 10 minutes and 3 fantasy points or some shit like that. He's only 5'5". I think his ownership will be down. Even if Jimmy Buckets is in, I think I'm going to roll out Dragic because I know his ownership is going to be low. And that price tag is still too cheap, guys. You cannot hold grudges in fantasy sports because if you played them, don't you dare be sour. Because like I always say, tomorrow is a new day. Yes, it is. So got to get him in there as much as it hurts, guys. As mad as you at him as you are. And he took a beating tonight on Twitter too. So he knows. He knows, guys. Lou Will's okay if thank you. I got a kiss right there. He wants extra salmon treats tonight. Lou Will is good if Kawhi's out. I just think Kawhi took a day off, doesn't want to play back-to-back games, but Lou Will had a decent night. He's only 5'2", but his floor is just so scary with Kawhi in. Bogdan Bogdanović for Atlanta, guys. He's only 4'8". That's way too cheap. $600 more on FanDuel. So it looks like these guys are cheaper on DraftKings on this slate. They kind of go back and forth. Like my baby's mama at the buffet, from the table to the buffet. She goes back and forth so many times. Even though it's all you can eat, they tell her, no more. You're cut off. Again, 4.8K, guys, is way too cheap. Again, there's some injuries, right? We'll get to that, though. But if he gets a start especially, yeah, get him in there. That's way too damn cheap. Tyler Hero, 5.4K. His ownership, because of today, will probably go through the roof. People will be point chasing. I still think it's Gordon Dragic's turn, man. So I'll have some exposure to Hero. Don't get me wrong, because 5'4" is too cheap for him also. But I think Dragic is going to come back with a vengeance. I'm just saying. But 5.4K, especially on FanDuel. It's kind of hard to get away from him on FanDuel where he's $900 cheaper. Yeah, he's in that 4K range. That's just ridiculous. But get him in there. Next up, Tyus Jones. That's right. And they did price him up to 5'2". He should get the start for Ja Morant. All right. So he should be uber chalk. But yeah, DraftKings did price him up. So did FanDuel. He's $600 more on FanDuel. Should get 30+ minutes. Probably, if on a good game, probably 30 fantasy points. So don't expect too much. Again, there's good chalk, there's bad chalk. This should be good chalk, especially at 5-2 on a slate where there really isn't value the night before. Raj Rondo, 3.7K. Kind of sneaky here, as Gabriel, one of my members, would say. Played 15 minutes last game. Got you 27 fantasy points. That's what Raj does. He's $1,000 more on FanDuel, so definitely a DraftKings only play. I think he should get about 15 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if we got 20 minutes this game. So get him in there, guys. He's the only player on this Atlanta team that actually plays defense. All right, so let's go to shooting guard. I know for a 6-game slate, there are a lot of options at guard. My God. Let's see. Jaylen Brown. All right, I guess. Let's see. Paul George, if Kawhi's out. If Kawhi is in, I'm not going to bother. I miss Paul George. I actually don't like Paul George on this team for fantasy purposes. There's just so many mouths to feed on this Clipper team. I wish he was back on OKC and he was putting up 60, 70 fantasy point nights on the daily. But if Kawhi's in, fade him. If Kawhi's out, hopefully the game stays close. It doesn't blow out like tonight, and he'll crush that 8.5K price tag. He's $900 cheaper on FanDuel. Next up, Dylan Brooks also gets a bump with no Ja Morant, guys. He's 6.2K. So this 43-point fantasy game, is it a fluke? Probably not, guys. Probably not. He'll get mid-30s minutes again. He's been having a hell of a season. 43, 29, 34, 24, 38. Boston, not so tough on shooting guards. So any small forward eligible on DraftKings. So Dylan Garth Brooks, get him in there at 6'2". So Josh Richardson, we don't know if he's going to play or not. Who's going to start for him? I don't know. It could be Tim Hardaway here at 5.8K. Tim Hardaway gets a start, guys. I think you should get him in there. If he doesn't, for 5'8", you kind of want to get somebody who starts the game. I'm just saying, but definitely an option if he does start due to the injury. Cam Reddish, right? Sound like a goddamn something in a produce shop. But he played 26 minutes last game, 31 fantasy points. Play at your own risk. I just want a lot of exposure to this game. He's only 4.4K, guys. So high risk, high reward. But look at this. Last time he played Brooklyn, he did get a 40-burger, 40 fantasy points. And then before that, a 34. For some reason, he don't like Brooklyn. He likes playing against them, though. Get him in there, guys. Lonnie Walker, if Derek White is out, should get the start at 4.4K. Now, if Derek White is in, I'd probably fade Lonnie Walker here. I just don't feel safe about the minutes. He plays anywhere from 24 to 34, right? Gets a start. Thank you, Schroeder. Get you, low to mid-20s on a good night, 30 fantasy points. So Lonnie Walker on a slate, again, that doesn't have a lot of value, guys. Get him in there. Next up, Kelvin Johnson. I told you I would pay attention to this kid. And he paid off big for us last slate. 43 fantasy points on 30 minutes. He's been starting. I don't think that changes regardless. Again, he's 5.7K. He always goes overlooked because nobody knows who he is. $100 more on FanDuel. Get him in there, guys. Keldon Johnson. Remember that name. All right, so let's go to small forward. Yeah, I know. Tell him, Schroeder. All right, so Jason Tatum's in play at 8.6. Ownership's probably always is accurate. Probably always 20%, something like that. 8.6 is, as long as he's not over 9K, I can deal with it. He's $600 more on FanDuel. So at FanDuel, you will be paying 9K. So Jason Tatum, you can get him in there. Chris Middleton, 7.4K, still too cheap, guys. Still too cheap. Had another great game, even in a blowout. Yeah, give me Chris Middleton, 7.4K against Miami. He should go ball out again, guys. Gordon Hayward, next up. 7.2K, going up against Dallas, guys. Last time he played Dallas, he had 45 fantasy points. And I believe that was with Boston. So Gordon Hayward at 7.2. The price tag is probably going to scare some people off because it's Gordon Hayward, and he's $600 more on FanDuel. I love the spot. Dallas is ranked 30th in the league, guys, against these forwards. So, thank you. Man, you're hamming it up tonight. But yeah, Gordon Hayward 7.2, get him in there. Then DeMar DeRozan is way too cheap, guys, at 6.9K. He should be about 7.5. We'll take the savings here. But look at the difference. He's 6.9 on DraftKings. On FanDuel, he's $1,600 more. So that's a big difference, right? So DraftKings only, you even want to play him on FanDuel, I mean, go for it. I think the ownership will be low because of the price tag over there. But 6.9 for DeRozan is way too damn cheap because he had one bad game at 28. That's his floor, guys. He got the floor game out of the way. So look for a nice bounce back spot here. Let's see. Kyle Anderson, too. These Memphis guys, all of them get a bump. I know he's 6K. I know that's good because that'll drop the ownership on. 2 40-point games in a row. He's been getting 36 minutes a game. Always goes overlooked because it's Kyle Anderson, right? We're used to seeing him down there in that 3K range over the years. But he's balling out this year. And again, with no John Morant, he's one of the players with Dylan Garth Brooks, I think, that are solid plays for this team. I don't want to get too much Memphis, though. I fall in that trap sometimes where I'm rostering too many guys from one team. The most I would do for one team, guys, I get asked this question a lot, too, is probably at the most 3 players. That's it. That's it. But, yeah, Kyle Anderson, Dylan Brooks, love those guys. Who else do we got? Nicholas Batum. He gets to start again. You're getting a starter, 4.9K. He's boom or bust. That's just what he is. So play at your own risk. All right. So, again, if you didn't win, don't you dare be sour. Clap your hands and feel the power. For you WWE fans, it's a new day. Yes, it is. Let's go to power forward. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is way too cheap here at 10.8K. Again, I think the ownership will be gone because they blew the hell out of Miami, blew them away. It was pretty pathetic how bad they beat the brakes off of Miami. So he's only 10.8. I expect this game to be close. I know I said that yesterday, but I don't know what the hell happened to Miami today. They just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I don't know. But 10.8 is too cheap for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Find ways to get him in there, guys. My favorite pay up on this slate. Because normally he's like 11.5 some days. Anthony Davis, nobody's going to play him. Nobody. People have had it. They're just like, I'm not fucking with Anthony Davis no more. I'm hearing it in the club. You know, I'm hearing it from you guys on Twitter. They say I'm only playing him in the playoffs, right? He's under 10K though. He's under 10K. Christmas Day, that he got a 50, so he's still getting them. But before that, 28, then a 60. So I'm thinking he got that bad game out of the way. I think you're going to get him on a very low. I'm probably thinking single-digit ownership at 9.7. I'm going to take a shot here on some of my lineups with Anthony Davis. So get him in there, guys. He's $500 more on FanDuel. All right, so we already went over the DeRozan one. Kevin Durant, love this play. 8.4K is way too cheap against Atlanta, who plays zero defense. So KD's looking, he still needs one of them 50-point games, right? He hasn't had one either like Luka. He's due. 8.4. I think his ownership might be up there, though. I'm going to keep an eye on it, but definitely too cheap for KD, guys, who has 50, sometimes 60-point upside. Let's see. PJ Washington. Another guy gets a boost. 5.4K. I know. Another Charlotte player, but this is one of the Charlotte players I really like. He's just, last 2 games been crushing it. 41-37 in his last 2. Gets a good matchup against Dallas because no Porzingis. So who's going to stop these guys? Maxi Kleber? No. It ain't going to be Bismack Biyombo either who's scoring all the points. It's going to be PJ Washington. Get him in there at 5.4K, and he will go overlooked. Throw some respect on that man's name. Again, Bobby Portis, he again got 30 fantasy points because of the blowout. This man, when the game blows out, he will get you 30 fantasy points. Come hell or high water, he'll do it. The only way you're playing Bobby Portis here at 4.6 is if you think the game is going to blow out. If you don't, that's an easy fade for me, 4.6. I think it should be cheaper, but because all you're betting on is if the game's going to be close or not. If you're playing that, then you might as well go do sports wagering, which, by the way, we do have in the DFS club. We do have sports wagering, but you might as well be doing that. I'm just saying. So I'm not going to have much of Bobby Portis. Let's go to center. It's too bad, too. What a waste of talent. He could be a starter somewhere else. Jonas Valanciunas is way too cheap here at 7-7. Memphis, another Memphis player. $200 cheaper on FanDuel, too. Have me scratching my chin like this. Why is he so cheap? Well, what is it, a trap? It's a trap. Star Wars fans, you know what I'm talking about. Should have a great game, guys. He played, Jonas Valanciunas, look at that, played 39 minutes last game. That's unheard of for him. You're lucky if you get maybe upper mid 20s minutes out of Valanciunas. But without John Morant, they kept him out there for 39 minutes, guys. I'm surprised he didn't get like 60 fantasy points because he's a points per minute monster. Again, one of my favorite plays on the slate, Jonas Valanciunas at 7-7. Way too cheap. Bam Adebayo, you can go right back here, guys. This whole damn team went out there and got everyone right in the old prison pocket. But I don't think it happens 2 nights in a row. 7-6. I think he was 8K last slate, so his price did go down by $400. $600 more on FanDuel. Bam Adebayo. Sound like a born on a bayou. Get him in there at 7-6. Yeah, let me get to Dean. I'll get to him in a minute. Sergey Baka, 5.4K. What do I always say, guys? Sergey Baka, because he ain't caca. I'm Hispanic, guys. Native American. Those of y'all that are with me, you know what caca is, you know. I just wish he got more minutes. He gets about 20 minutes a game, but just when his threes are falling, man, look the freak out. He's a safe play. So he's safe, meaning he'll get you anywhere from 23 to 30 fantasy points. If only they gave this man minutes. Again, another waste of talent. Put him on Golden State or somewhere he can play and just like go off. Last time against Portland, he did get 34. So Sergey Baka ain't caca. Get him in there. And then DeAndre Jordan's only 4.6K. I'll take that. Now, don't let this fool you. This 29 fantasy points was with no KD. KD's back. But he still should get about 20 minutes. He splits kind of with Jared Allen. They kind of split the minutes up. So 4-6 is just too cheap in my book. Don't expect more than 25 fantasy points on a good day. But if he does, that's just a bonus, guys. So, yeah, get him in there. DeAndre Jordan, that's way too cheap. It's $100 cheaper on FanDuel. Let's see. Enes Kanter, too, at 4.4K. Comes off the bench, but when he's out there, man, he's scoring. Last game, 22 minutes, 33 fantasy points. Points per minute guy here. Does come off the bench. So, again, Nurkic playing like ass. Let's see here. So, Kanter's been playing better than Nurkic, dare I say, with only like a third of the minutes. So, get him in there, guys. I'm going to fade Nurkic for a while until he gets his head together. I'm just saying. And that's going to do it, guys. So, again, this is the night before. Let me pull this down here. I'm sure some value will open up. You never know, right? With the NBA, you never know. You have to stay on top of that news. Again, guys, so happy. These days of takedowns are so like, this is what it's all about, right? The glory. It's just the glory of the takedown. For me, it's not the money. It's the glory, right? That's why we're pros, man. We should get at least one a month. And again, just one should hold you over for the whole year. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. And DFSclub.com, guys. You want my lineups, my cheat sheets, the ownership, the projections, the members only podcast. You got LT, Space, myself. Shout out to them, man. Every day we're putting magic together, and it's just like money in the bank. So shout out to the club, shout out to them, and come join us, guys. We'd love to have you. Again, we're not in this to get rich. Trust me, we can charge a hell of a lot more than that, but we don't, because we don't give up. You know, we just want a big community. So let's say a prayer for everybody. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. Say it with me. Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. Absolutely nobody. My name is Gabriel Skywalker. God bless you guys. Take care.